Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Salty Soup Podcast. My name's Cody. This is Dalton.
You got it right that time.
I know. The take one was me saying Pokey Pals for some godforsaken reason.
That took like 4 takes. You don't want to lie to the people right there, right? That was a lot.
Okay, it took a lot. Okay, I'm not as loose as I normally am. Normally we have a shot to get us going, juice up the wheels.
All I can think about
Today, Dalton said he wanted coffee.
I know. We're doing coffee today, man. We're in winter mode right here in Colorado. We finally got that snow hitting, man, which I imagine you haven't experienced in years, being out in Arizona for 10 years?
10 years,
yeah. And your wife
was born there, so she's never had snow.
Never. So what is she thinking, man?
She's actually going sledding today.
It's all melted now today.
Well,
maybe not.
I would argue this is like the perfect sledding time.
It's definitely the perfect like snowball time because you can pack
them up. Yeah, she's going with. She finds like, I don't know. There's like Facebook groups for girls who do hiking, right? Mm-hmm. So I think she found one on there who actually just moved here from Phoenix as well. It's mainly like for newcomers to find friends.
Right.
And they're going sledding today at 5 p.m. So as soon as it starts getting dark, it's like an actual lit up hill.
Can you imagine us signing up for some website and trying to go find some bros to go sledding with?
I love that idea. That's our next fucking video.
I don't know, man.
We should go on a bro day. We should find like 8 other dudes to go sledding with. That'd be hilarious. Are you kidding me? Film that whole thing?
Oh, man. That's interesting.
That's 8 new subs.
I know. I can't wait to go back on Omegle, by the way. I had a blast.
Omegle was excellent. I see you're wearing your Sonic sweater.
Yeah, I'm representing right now wearing the Sonic sweatshirt, which if you haven't seen the Omegle video we put out, pause and check that out because we literally just met random people online and one kid gave us a whole Sonic skit with his little Sonic plush toy, and he did the voices, and he had the evildoer, and it was kind of funny, man. It was hilarious.
This is something that the evil Sonic that he had is Sonic.exe.
Okay.
And I don't think you know what that is.
No idea.
It is
a robot Sonic.
There were like these people on YouTube. One of them was named J Station. Have you ever heard of J Station?
No.
J Station was this like villain of YouTube who faked his girlfriend's death and ended up losing his account.
What?
That's not the story here. The story is...
I want that story.
The reason he became popular was because he would do scary videos aimed at children, right? And there was this... I don't think he created the character, but he definitely made Sonic.exe popular. Sonic.exe is like a copy pasta of an evil Sonic, just like a made-up internet story of evil Sonic.
Really?
And
it's not even a part of the actual story.
And he would do like... J Station would do videos that were like... As soon as a celebrity died, he would be like contacting that celebrity with a Ouija board. And it would always be staged. And
right.
He would do like... finding or calling Sonic.exe at midnight challenge. Like those would be the types of videos he did.
That kid that we met online had a Sonic.exe plush doll?
No, that's what was so cool about that kid. He had a Sonic doll that he turned into Sonic.exe because that's not nobody's making plushes for that. That's not like a canon character.
So he created that.
He created that.
Oh my! We are really diving deep into this Omegle video right now.
That
dude.
kid. That's what added the
that
next
blew
level
over me because I thought he bought that thing.
It's an old internet meme, and that's what was so mind blowing to me. I was like, this kid is acting out this whole scene. He's created this old internet meme, and then he actually told us about a new one. It's like Sonic.3exe or some shit, like a new evil Sonic.
He was hyping us up for the next one that's coming out, dude. That was pretty. That's
the Sonic lore.
Put on the show and then hyped up the next Sonic news that's coming out.
Yeah.
Like he works for them or something,
Yeah,
man.
maybe it's an elaborate fucking WB ploy or whatever.
Oh, that's great. My girlfriend has this magnet on the fridge that says, it has this chick on it, and then the bottom it says, "Life is short, just buy the shoes." And every time I see that, all I can think of is, this message is brought to you by Nike. You know? Like, who fucking made this magnet?
God,
like,
that's
obviously
genius.
it's these guys.
It's obvious marketing, yeah.
Right.
But it appeals to, like, you know, a certain person who likes shoes.
Right.
I was actually this is not what I thought I was going to talk about today, but I was researching shoes today because I want to, like, sell some stuff on eBay, and I want to go to, like, thrift stores or, like, yard sales.
I just sold a pair of shoes for $80 today that I bought at a Goodwill for $6.
That's the thing, like,
steel toe, like hiking boots or something.
I don't know anything about shoes because I don't care about shoes way, but I know people really fucking love shoes.
Even what's really crazy is there's a really large used shoe market. Like, I know, like, there's like crazy vintage shoe market, but just you'd be surprised when you looked up. Obviously, you're looking for the kind of higher end shoe that's costing you $80 to $100 brand new.
I was looking at like secondhand Yeezys or secondhand like Nikes, because Nike always does some weird shit.
What you really need to look for out here in Colorado, and you know, for people in the podcast, like wherever you are locally, you have to kind of go with your area. There's stuff that flows through there. Out here in Colorado, it's the hiking, it's the snowboarding and the skiing stuff. And I've heard of people that are up in the mountains that are living off of like people's last year's gear. They get rid of last year's gear and then they get new gear every year. And some of my biggest sales on eBay, or I should say,
most profitable
sales have been like ski shoes or ski boots that I paid $5 or $6 for, and even pre-owned sold them for $300.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? Like that kind of sale. And that's just kind of, we're lucky
crazy
out here in Colorado because you see a ton of that stuff out here.
Yeah, it's nice. I'll look out for that when I'm looking. I really wanted to talk today about a little shared experience we had yesterday.
Oh boy.
I'll tell the precursor
we
to that.
We had a moment.
Yesterday, Dalton texted me and he said,
"Wait, let me start because
okay,
you don't know where I'm at, by the way. I love TikTok, by the way. Okay, I've just got it a couple months ago, and ever since I've downloaded TikTok, I had never go on Instagram, never Facebook anymore. Like, this is like the only social media app I'm on now. And my biggest problem is I go to work, and on the drive, I go at like 3 o'clock. So you're going like 30 miles an hour on the freeway because of all the cars on it. So I have this hands-free device set up for my phone, and I'll just be scrolling through TikToks as I'm driving. So every time I text you, like, hey, check this TikTok out, 90% of the time I'm like, not only am I TikToking on the way to work, I'm like, click the phone, text Cody, and I send this link.
Oh my God.
I know.
The thing is I don't imagine that you're a good driver as it is. Now you're using TikTok?
I'm using my knee and drinking a coffee at the same time.
Oh my God. I'm revoking your license.
I mean, I haven't been in a car accident since I was young, man. And honestly, the car accidents I've been in,
fender benders car accidents, or like the times where you might hit a light pole barely?
The accidents really I've been in weren't even my fault, to tell you the truth. I told you about the one
That's what they all say.
I know. I told you about the one in Guttenberg where I was going down the Guttenberg Hill, and the cop blatantly told me that it wasn't my fault.
Right.
And then I totaled one car. I had a Saturn Ion, and I picked up my girlfriend Tess in Iowa City and drove on the freeway back to Dubuque, and a giant Dodge Ram crossed the road with like a big old like cow feeder bin in the truck bed, and it waited for like 3 cars to pass, and I was like straggling way behind these 3 cars, and it didn't see me and just decided to cross the freeway, which in Iowa, like there's freeways, and then like you can cross them, like there's like farms and stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like there's areas where you can cross through these freeways, and so I'm going 65, 70 miles an hour, and this guy just decides to go 10 miles an hour across this and doesn't see me, and I just smack into the back of him. Luckily not the front, because I would have just probably stopped, but I hit the back with this, and luckily the feeder bin didn't hit my freaking car too. But you know, he peeled out or whatever, and I make sure Tess was all right, and then I get out of the car ready to beat this dude's ass, and it's like an old farmer, like 70s, man, like old. And he gets out like crying, "Are you guys okay?"
Right.
And I'm just like, "Yeah, man."
Even if he was 15, I mean, you're not going to beat his ass for a car accident, right? Maybe. I've seen car accidents.
No. It totally depends on the situation. If that motherfucker was some asshole drunk motherfucker that gets out of the car, then he's getting booted in the head, man. I don't give a
Jesus.
fuck. Oh yeah, dude. I have a bit of a temper. Maybe we'll
maybe
we'll dial that down a little bit.
Yeah. I imagine that you're immediately in the wrong if you like fight the person.
The whole point of the story was I have not getting
the whole point of the story is you TikTok in the car like a teenage girl.
I do. And it's the whole reason I brought that up is because this has happened frequently. I've texted you, multiple times like, "Hey, check out this TikTok account." And it's usually on the freeway. And so I'm driving to work, and this live feed pops up.
Before you spoil that,
I gotta get to this.
Okay, you can get to that. Don't say what the live feed is about yet. Let's hang out for. Let's like lead up until the point where I'm seeing the live feed and we're seeing the live feed together.
We're okay. Well, I won't say what's on the feed. So I see this live feed as I'm driving, and it immediately catches my attention. And I text Cody, "Hey man, are you busy right now?" And you're like, "I can text. Why? What's up?"
Yeah, I was like, when I got the text from Dalton, "Hey man, are you busy?" And I was thinking, one, I don't want to hang out. Or two, like I don't like I'm watching something on YouTube or Netflix, and I don't want to do a phone call either.
Right.
So I replied, "I can text. What's up?"
All I say is I copy the link to the person's TikTok and I say, "Follow this person and then check out the live feed," which I was a little worried about that I wasn't even sure how you can get to that, but you must have found it right away on TikTok.
Immediately.
Good,
I mean, I clicked the link, and the link I think brought me to her profile, and then her profile picture is pulsating live. I didn't have to follow, but then I did.
I followed right away, man. So, do you want to tell it? You want to see what your experience was on this? Because we saw it at the same time.
I can tell it, sure. But the premise of the TikTok is
this lady was really working on followers. Where I don't know what was going on, honestly. I'm still confused if it was an earthquake or...
She was like laying on her stomach, reading a book out loud. Okay?
Yeah. A nice unsuspecting lady reading like a normal book. I don't know. It was just
I couldn't follow the plot.
I forgot what the book was.
I don't remember what the book was about. But she is...
For some reason, as she's reading, like it's like something's bumping into her, like behind her the whole time. Like, but she keeps reading. Like, she doesn't stop it. You know what I mean? She just keeps getting bumped. You only see this much of her.
Yeah, you only see like shoulders to book.
And shoulders. And then just getting just this the whole time. And I couldn't figure out, was there an earthquake or, you know, somebody is behind her bumping her? I didn't.
Someone was definitely behind her bumping her. And it was wild. I had never seen anything like this on TikTok. Like, I never really watched the TikTok lives. They don't get recommended to me. With the videos you send me, I think I know what your feed is all about. TikTok has you pegged as someone who
obviously think I want some ASMR or something, man. Like,
you definitely send me a lot of like chicks.
Oh yeah. Unfortunately, I think they've got their algorithms.
Yeah, they've got you pegged. Yeah.
They know I like twerking women for some reason. I don't know. Like, a lot of twerking.
We're watching this and we're texting each other, just laughing, just dying about it. And were you reading the comments on the video?
I did not read any of the comments.
They were like, I wonder what's going on. And the whole time she's reading this book and getting railed, she is having no reaction at all.
No,
none. She is not.
Just like all of my sexual experiences.
Right. The girl never. She just continues reading her book. She was just reading. She didn't even like say a word louder or like pause between words at any weird point.
No.
So the comments were like, "Is he in yet?" Like, they were insane. Like, y'all need Jesus or get help, and desperate for followers. So what had happened was
we were both watching this for a solid 2 minutes, maybe, man. And we were talking to each other as it was happening. Like, we were kind of having our own like comment stream, you know what I mean?
Right,
like our own joke stream on it. And then out of nowhere, like, she like looks up and then it just cuts off.
The feed got cut, yeah, which bummer, because that was the most entertaining thing I've seen on TikTok in such a long time.
And we don't know if she got booted off or if somebody finished the session there. I don't know.
100% she got reported. Dude. So then
well, what was wrong with it? You're just reading a book.
Right. Yeah, you're just reading a book. Also, she's wearing a loose-fitting shirt and her milkers are just bouncing around too. Which, after the feed got cut, like, I wasn't finished. So I went to her profile and it was just TikTok after TikTok of like, I mean, she's got giant tits. At every single TikTok was like, they were in frame and we're going to pretend like they aren't the main focus of the TikTok, but she's like swinging them around like crazy.
What's really so interesting though is obviously, you know, her whole profile is sexual, but I'm here left wondering, like, is this something I am just now finding out about? Like, is there some kind of world out there where women are reading and then like getting railed and guys are paying for this? Or like,
oh my God,
is there something going on that we're just getting into?
I never even thought about that. You know what? Honestly, I thought like, this girl's a genius and this is a one-off. But you're right.
This is sure got a lot of followers the other day. She
was probably copying someone else. I guarantee you're right about this.
Like, is there some name for this that we don't know about? Like,
please comment the name of this fet down below.
Yeah,
because I would like to explore it.
The reading rainbow train or something. I don't know.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some thorough research over the next week.
We're gonna have to dig down deep into
next
this.
Podcast, I'm gonna be like pale and like rail thin, and I'm gonna be like, I can tell you everything about this. I speak for 2 hours about this fet.
There is no Pepe Sylvia.
What's kind of interesting though is because I had watched that TikTok live, TikTok was recommending some other lives to me. And last night before bed, I listened to 30 minutes to an hour of a TikTok live, and it was, I don't know why, dude. I was like hate watching it. It was two 15-year-old girls, like, or 16, I don't know, but they were like obviously in high school. One was doing the live and the other one was like stitched in. Okay. So like it wasn't her live, but she called in and could FaceTime it. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Have you ever seen that?
I think so. Yeah.
I hadn't, but these two high school girls arguing abortion. And it was just like, I'm so tired and I just want to sleep, but I can't like turn this off. It's like,
what was the argument? Like religious?
One was pro and one was for. And the pro's argument was life starts at a heartbeat. This isn't what this podcast is about. We don't have to go there.
I was about to say, man, we can.
But
come here.
It was just two like teenage girls who haven't thought out either of the arguments, arguing for a fucking hour, dude. And I couldn't help but watch the whole thing. Now TikTok.
Oh no.
Now TikTok is going to be really confused about who I am. They're like, you like dog videos for the past 6 months. What are you watching now? What happened to you?
I gotta bring Brindley back to the podcast. She has a lot to say. She's actually not much of a barker.
You know what? Luckily. Other TikTok lives I've seen? People doing scratchers.
What is that?
Like a lottery.
Live scratching?
Right. So they buy the whole roll or the whole book or something like that, and then they just fucking scratch the whole time.
You know who else does that?
And people go wild.
Mr. Beast has some videos of him doing that.
I've seen Mr. Beast scratch off
by like $1 million, and then he has the whole crew scratching them all.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Speaking of Mr. Beast, he has a burger franchise out or something out now.
I'd love to talk about Beast Burger.
Well, I brought it up because apparently there's one out here in Denver now.
There are. Listen, buddy. I went down the Mr. Beast rabbit hole.
I think we should go and maybe film a video about it.
Actually, I want to say this. That I've always had like a reverence for Mr. Beast. Like I totally respect him as a creator. I get why he's popular, but I had never taken any time to watch his videos. And I went on a bender this week, man. I subbed to him. I watched like his.
You want to sub before?
No,
really.
I watched his last like 30 videos. I went on like a full on binge.
Yeah.
And I watched this interview with him, which made me sub to his channel, and like, cause he was like totally giving like kind of a master class on like how to go viral and things like that.
Yeah, I've watched some of those.
Anyways, so he promos his Beast Burger this whole time. So I download the Beast Burger app because I was like, they've got to have one in Denver.
Yeah.
There are 9 in Denver. Okay?
Wow.
But here's what you don't realize, and this is going to blow your fucking mind. There is no actual store.
They're pop-up little...
No. The company that he has partnered with to create the Beast Burger is also partnered with like Barstool Sports,
sure,
and these other ones, and they call it like a virtual franchise. Okay, so what happens is that your burger store, Dalton's Burgers,
right, sells
Dalton's Burgers,
right,
and for no extra inventory, for no extra kitchen equipment, we will allow you to sell Beast Burgers. And they just like send the ingredient, like they don't send any ingredients. They send the list of like how a Beast Burger is made.
Right.
And you make it and sell it out of your store. Sure. It doesn't go up on your menu and people can't order in. It's all done online. You have to order it through the app. Right. And you have to pick it up. It doesn't affect your business.
So what qualifies you to make a Beast Burger?
You have your own kitchen. There's an application.
That's very interesting.
So there's one nearby. And
I also heard, like, the reason I heard about this is because of like a DoorDash advertisement that had Mr. Beast burgers on it that was mailed to me.
Yeah.
And something I heard that you just reminded me, I heard recently, is there's these, what do they call them? Like invisible shops or something that you can start to do with DoorDash. Basically, if you have to get a food license or whatever, and I think you might have to be doing, I don't know how this, I think you have to do some kind of professional kitchen situation, but you can make your own little shop and sell whatever food you want on DoorDash and have it advertised as a restaurant, and somebody just comes to your place and picks it up, but you don't have to have like
an establishment,
an actual physical restaurant. It
Interesting.
I don't know what the legalities are and how everything that goes, but you just remind me with that Mr. Beast thing, like,
well, this is
the world's changing.
Yeah. Well, no, I'd love to look into that. I think that's a cool idea. But the closest Beast Burger to me, the one that I could get delivered to my apartment, had an address associated with it. So I Google mapped that address, and then I went to Street
Fucking
View.
Burger King.
A church with like,
Whoa.
and it wasn't like
They
a
got
church
a kitchen.
with a steeple.
They got a fucking kitchen though.
This
in there,
was
I
like
bet.
a fucking building in a shit neighborhood that said like First Lutheran on it or something.
Bringing me back to this, the thing I just talked about, these like invisible shops. Somebody could go to that church and say, "Hey, I have a food license, but I need a professional kitchen. Can I use your kitchen to sell my food?" And the church could be like, "Yeah, I'll charge you, $50 $100,
Right.
whatever, a month or something like that, and you can come in here and do that." I have a buddy that started his own little like. It was mostly a food delivery service kind of a deal, but he would also like. He had like clients around town, like a bar downtown where he'd make sandwiches for him, and then the sandwiches would be up in a little deal, So he had little clients here and there, and he had to find a professional kitchen to make the food out of, and then he could distribute it out wherever he wanted to. He wasn't, to get this license and everything to put his food out, he couldn't do it in his kitchen because his kitchen wasn't like, professional grade or whatever. I don't know what the stipulations are on that, but that's it's interesting. He didn't have the DoorDash, and this is like back in Iowa, so who knows, like, if he could be doing so much better out here in Colorado where he could be DoorDashing meals constantly all day, and you're just this, your own little shop online on DoorDash. Anyways, tangent.
Nothing. It's just when I went to beastburger.com, it showed the locations, and it was like,
it's not like they're talking about Mr. Beast Burger is the best burger anywhere. You know what I mean? It's
right.
I just want to try it out though.
Well, here's where I get confused. Okay, and let me talk about this for just a second. It had every major city on locations, and I was like, I've never drove by a Beast Burger because I would definitely like check it out.
I know.
And then I go down this rabbit hole of a virtual kitchen where all you're doing, you already have your kitchen, you're already selling your stuff, but now you can also sell this stuff. And this is where I get confused, man, because you don't order supplies from this franchise or this like brand, and everyone has their own buns. Everyone has their own way of cooking a burger. Everyone has
different.
It's different. So if you got a Beast Burger at the place by your house and I got one at the one by my house, they would be different.
How is he stopping the quality control issues? Right.
There is no stop to that. But his brand is so big that he's made like $10 million in a month from it.
Well, Jesus, what a way to get 10 restaurants out into Denver. I mean, he doesn't have to have a physical location. We don't know the exact details of everything, but he only has to make a couple pennies off of each sale, and I want to try one out. You know what I mean?
Well, this is the interesting thing. You were talking about back when you thought it was a story. You were talking about maybe a video. We go try a Beast Burger.
Oh yeah, there's not really a physical location to do this.
Well, here's what I think.
You have to just order them online.
I think that the video is you order the same order, but the one at your place, and I'll order the one at my place. And the video is why are they different?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like
that's good. I didn't know all that about this whole burger thing. I mean, I just saw the advertisement. I was like, just assuming that he's got a shop up here, but I've never seen a physical one either.
Yeah, they don't exist.
Wow. What a fucking innovator, man. Who else is doing that?
Barstool Sports, which is, I don't know. It's a YouTube that I've heard about, but I don't care about sports, so I've never watched it.
I know. That's same here. I've heard of it. I never really got into them.
They have something called Barstool Bites, which is the exact same thing. They're able to franchise over the entire U.S. They actually had maybe 8 ones, and they were almost all from creators I recognize. Like these creators brand deal with this company, and super interesting.
Wow. We got to get on this cutting edge stuff, man.
It is cutting edge, but I don't understand. Like when you go to McDonald's, right, and you get what's a McDonald's burger? You get a McDonald's burger.
A fucking Big Mac, man.
Oh, of course, the Big Mac, right?
Yeah.
The Big Mac that you order in Ohio is the same as the Big Mac that you're going to get in
Correct.
Texas. It's like
completely the same.
You know exactly what you're going to get from these franchises across the US. And I obviously understand why the Beast Burger is making him so much money for the same reason we want to try it.
If he's not distributing the product,
it's not the same product.
Then it's every other burger shop. You know, like you said, I bet
the fries are going to be different, dude.
Everything will be different. Yeah, it's so interesting, man. He doesn't have to care about that, I guess, right?
Definitely not.
I mean, obviously the people making it could make a shitty burger, and then maybe he would have to cut ties with that company or that area or that shop, you know?
Yeah, I have no idea, but I am super curious.
How do you control all that? He's got managers doing this.
Well, I was going to say, he doesn't control the company who he's branded with, who runs this type of operation, is the one that has to deal with all that. All he has to do is promote it endlessly, which he does.
No kidding.
And the other cool thing he does is he does burgers, and then the burger is based on either his friends or other big YouTubers. Moist Critical has his own burger through Beast Burger.
Yeah,
he's able to do these really cool partnerships.
Wow.
Definitely, he's at 87 million right now. He's going to be the biggest YouTuber by the end of the year.
I was about to say, what is PewDiePie, 90 or something?
110.
110?
Yeah.
He's definitely a case study. He figured it out. He figured something out, and he's running with it hard. He's got it. I mean,
I got to tell you, some of his videos make me tear up. He's he'll give he's so generous to people who are really down on their luck.
And you know what else is interesting is he specifically doesn't seem like this celebrity type. He seems like this weird geeky kind of guy. Yeah, very normal, very humble. Yeah. I'm curious what his net worth is now, though. I mean, his videos. He just seems like he's flaunting and spending millions, but I know a lot of this is just money he's making from YouTube and reinvesting into the whole channel. Yeah. But I'm curious. I've never looked it up. Maybe we'll post it here.
No, we won't.
Post it right now. I'm going to keep giving you a lot of work to do, and then you'll just never do it.
Yeah, I just won't. Yeah, the way I understand it is that his main channel, the money he makes from the last video is the money he spends in the next one. Right. And he has this other channel called Beast Philanthropy, and all the money he makes from those videos goes into this warehouse which holds a bunch of food including like a freezer for like food, which feeds the community around it. Like he actually like gives away.
You know what though? Like we should really, he didn't start doing that till much later. We should get on that right away and find some organization to support. The pet rescue or something, and we should try to like dedicate some a podcast to it. Or
interesting.
We should get on that, man.
Something like that.
Who cares if we only make $100 and send it to them, man? Like at least we did something.
Right.
And people enjoy that. People want to see us helping others out. I enjoy that. I enjoy watching Mr. Beast help people out. Like you were saying, like, God, he makes me tear up some of those times.
Some of the shit he's done, like where he buys out an entire store only to take all of that merchandise and give it to the Salvation Army in that area.
Buys out a whole grocery store and just sends it to the food kitchen. Yeah. Like the guy that owns the grocery store is ecstatic. He's like, I just banked out. Like, no, that never happens. Nobody buys out everything in my inventory.
He bought out this one store, and it was like kind of sporty stuff, maybe like a lot of sweaters, stuff that you would like sell to people who are interested in hiking.
Yeah.
And he bought out that store and he donated he gave everything to the Salvation Army across the street or something. But the owner of the store was there because it was a small store. And Mr. Beast is like, what are you going to do now? And he's like, retire.
I'm done, dude.
I'm done. Yeah. There's no way you're going to sell all your merchandise again.
I got to look up this account real quick.
One time he walked past a store and it was like a burger shop, just a small business. And it said, going out of business, sale or some shit like that. And Mr. Beast walked in and handed him a duffel bag full of cash. And he's like, now you can stay open. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude.
I mean,
you trying to make me cry?
Everybody surrounded by Mr. Beast ends up making money and getting cars and having a house, which, I mean, have you ever watched another account called Steve Will Do It?
I know of Steve Will Do It. I've never watched Steve Will Do It. I don't like Steve Will Do It.
Yeah, I was about to say, this guy
is a shyster. He got involved in the crypto gambling scams. He's a bad dude.
Apparently, he got a bunch of crypto stolen from him, too. But
I feel so bad for him.
Anyways, this guy, I like watching his videos because he'll, like, take homeless people and then he'll take them to these, like, massage shops in California and get them a rub and tug.
Okay. Jesus.
Yeah. Can you imagine being like a homeless guy and some guy comes up, hey, we're going to take you to the massage shop.
Yikes.
Just go in here and lay down in there with your pants off. And then she'll just go in there and she'll take care of you, man. Don't worry about it.
Oh, that poor massage worker, dude.
Well, here's the thing. Steve Will Do It, I'm sure, is tipping them very well. You know what I mean? Like,
maybe.
I'm sure you'd probably give some guy a rub and tug for $120, $200 maybe.
$200? Are you kidding me? I'd do it for $30.
Oh man. The only reason I thought of him is because he also has some heartfelt videos where he's trying to buy cars for people. But the funny thing is, he also is this kind of like the Trump character.
Okay.
In my opinion, that's his whole shtick, in my opinion, where he's loud and trying to get your attention, and he goes in these car shops and he's blatantly drinking alcohol and like smoking joints and blunts and cigars and shit.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're chill with it, and then sometimes these car shops are like super assholes, and like, you can't be here, you can't do this, like all this.
Good.
And it was
fuck that guy.
Well, here's the thing though.
Kick him out of that store.
But he will put them on blast. They're like, 225 Sunset doesn't want Steve Will Do his business. I guess we're not gonna ever come here. And
that's fucking insane.
Which
That's such a bad thing to do.
That's a really...
You're gonna be an asshole in an establishment. They're gonna get upset and kick you out, and then you're gonna act like you're the victim. Fuck off, Steve will do it.
How interesting it is that we have this cancel culture, first of all, and secondly, you could just be a popular YouTuber. This guy got popular for drinking beers out of shoes, okay, and now he has the power.
He got popular with the Nelk crew, if anyone knows who that is.
Right.
Nelk is this huge...
They're drinking and partying. They got popular for doing stupid shit. Like a Jackass kind of crew.
Kind of, yeah.
And now he has the kind of influence where he could just fucking ruin your whole business, man. You know what I mean? Like, who knows what that car shop sales are now?
Because you told him to leave because you were being an asshole. It's like... That doesn't equate, you know what I mean?
Maybe he doesn't have that big of an influence, but not enough to like where he's gonna shut them down. But still, who knows what the people will do, man? Maybe people start egging the freaking car shop.
That's the thing. They're the victim, not Steve will do it.
Yeah. They're just like, I didn't want fucking these assholes in here with cameras, smoking blunts and drinking expensive liquor. I don't care.
Steve will do it had a bunch of YouTubers kind of do expose videos on him recently. One of which I believe was CoffeeZilla. CoffeeZilla did like this 3-part series against Steve will do it, and guy scams his fans. He's like painted as this very bad dude, and he actually called in and spoke with CoffeeZilla.
Steve did?
Yeah, and the whole time Steve is like, but I've given away cars to people, and like I've done all these good things.
True.
But it's like, okay, with money that you got from scamming people. Like, you don't get to be...
There's a weird double-edged sword there when...
But Mr. Beast is able to give away homes without hurting anybody.
True. Mr. Beast
doesn't hurt people the way this guy does.
Yeah. Any kind of prank Mr. Beast does, it's like... It has some kind of good intent at the end. Like, by the way, I'm going to give you this house that I just... sticker slapped or whatever it was, something stupid,
Yeah.
But yeah, Steve has some like ass. He's just like I say, he's the Trump persona. I'm gonna be an asshole, and people are gonna follow me for it. They're gonna love me or hate me. That kind of person, you know what I mean? I don't know. It
always seems like those type of YouTubers though, they don't have a fan base that grows with them. They have a fan base that's like between ages 13 and 17. Yeah. And it's just a revolving door of teenagers because they're the ones who like are super into this type of content.
Right. He's definitely smart and has all these different businesses, but you're gonna do that party thing your whole life, man.
Right.
That's gonna end.
Well, that's the thing. Like that type of career dies. Whereas like someone like PewDiePie, he had like a crazy past, and then he had like the super edgy past, and like
what's his edgy past? I don't know. Well,
what happened is that he had gotten in trouble for dropping an N-bomb during a live stream, and he lost everything. And
how do you accidentally slip that one out?
Epic gamer moment. I don't know. It was unacceptable.
Wow.
But after he had lost everything, he went to this like crazy edgy persona, and he's like, if nobody will have me, then I'll make myself like undesirable. And he did a year of videos like that, and then he like changed. Like, people can fucking change, and now his videos are like super calm. He'll do a book review video. He'll do a philosophy review video.
A lot of reviews on his channel.
He'll do like more adult themes, and he's able to do
a lot of meme reviews.
Yeah, he hasn't done a meme review in a little while, but
that's what I used to watch.
Definitely, like, this is a creator who doesn't fixate on one style of content, so it allows his audience to grow with him. So he always has like a fan base he can have when he's 50,
right?
Because they've all grown with him. Whereas someone like Steve will do it when he can no longer party. The 14-year-olds will no longer watch.
Yeah. I don't know. I like studying these different YouTubers and trying to figure out where we fit in the mix. and what we want to do with our channel. I believe it's going to end up being more like a Beast channel. I'm not against pranking people. By any means.
I don't like annoying. I don't like ruining someone's day for no fucking reason.
It doesn't have. Well, yeah. I don't want to cause any harm.
Your guys' laughter is not worth someone else's uncomfort. Like, period. I don't care about that.
What if it's your uncomfort?
It is. If I'm the butt of the joke, I'm cool with that. I like that.
Right.
Me being the butt of the joke. Right. But I don't want to like run into a crowd of people screaming, wearing a diaper. Like,
no,
that's ruining someone else's day.
What we're about. No.
And for what? For like our selfish video?
Right.
That doesn't make sense to me.
No, I would rather have clever things.
Exactly. There are so many easy jokes that people can do. I never want to do the easy joke.
Yeah.
Because anyone can do the easy joke.
I want some more depth to our channel. Even though right now we're just joking around and shit, but eventually I want some skits and things, and who knows, man? Maybe we'll produce some videos here. Who knows where this could go?
I like the skits for TikTok because TikTok is skit driven.
Yeah.
Whereas sketch comedy has died on YouTube.
Right.
People don't do sketch comedy on YouTube anymore. And honestly, like when I think about it,
have you put any of those TikToks on our? You should put them out on our channel as shorts. We don't have any YouTube shorts on our channel.
Yeah, YouTube shorts are a little weird. I could probably do a couple for sure, though.
Just copy and paste the same TikToks over, and at the very least, it's going to put a lot more views because they're tiny.
I might have gotten in trouble for the TikTok I put out today.
Really? I haven't looked at our channel, TikTok.
Actually, go to our channel and see if the song got removed right now on your phone.
Okay.
What had happened was me and Dalton were reacting to some like cut video, and this video is online. It's like, Guess Who's a Sex Worker, I believe is the title. And
223 followers on TikTok already.
The latest video, can you watch it?
We have one view on it.
Sick. But does it have sound?
Yeah.
Whoa, okay. Okay, so basically the idea of this video on TikTok is they say COVID like 4 times, and then I say chlamydia, and TikTok is super like PC, like you can't say anything.
Right.
So for now that video has sound, so if you're watching this, like you could go check out that video because it probably won't be around for long.
Taken off eventually.
Actually, when I first uploaded it, it immediately said community guidelines violation. Wow. And I couldn't watch the video. And then I waited like 15 minutes and it was up. And so I guess it's up.
All right. For now.
For now, yeah. It's up for now.
Until the cancel culture comes out and cancels us because I obviously said something terrible.
Listen, I know
it's
that...
It's probably going to be my fault, let's be real.
Here's the thing. I don't believe in cancel culture. I don't believe that it exists the way people think it does. Because here's the thing. Here's what I know about cancel culture. The only person that can cancel you is yourself. So if somebody calls you out for something and everybody turns against you, you can keep doing what you're doing or you can disappear. You've canceled yourself.
When somebody says we're not shopping at Home Depot anymore because they're ran by crazy Christian people.
Is a Home Depot shut down by your house? No.
But you don't shop it there anymore ever again.
Okay, one person or a million people not shopping at Home Depot and going to Lowe's doesn't affect Home Depot in the way that like you think it does.
But what about a mom and pop shop?
A mom and pop, like the gay bakery? I'm sure his doors are still open.
Yeah, that might have got more publicity. That's
the other thing. That's the other thing.
Right.
These places, most of the time, any publicity is good publicity, and the group that rallies to cancel will have an equal or an opposite group that rallies to, patron.
I think at the end of the day, well, that's true, but I think at the end of the day, it just depends on what the company did. If it's
of course,
if it's that bad.
Of course, I know, like, you know, someone who has a history of sexually abusing.
I brought up the Home Depot thing because my girlfriend, she says something like they donated to the anti-abortion foundation or something like that, and I don't shop at Home Depot anymore. And I was like, okay, babe.
Here's the thing: you'd be fucking shocked at what all these big corporations do.
Oh,
that is the least of your worries.
Like, you want to go into that rabbit hole? Because now we can't shop anywhere.
Now we can't eat chocolate.
Yeah, no kidding. You know that Trader Joe's store you go to every week? Yeah, they're killing babies.
Have you ever? Well, Trader Joe's is like, everyone loves Trader Joe's. The people that would shop at Trader Joe's would also cancel Trader Joe's if they read, like, on their Mexican thing that it says Trader Jose's, like if they made that connection. Like Trader Joe's isn't necessarily politically correct or whatever.
Right.
I had a conversation with someone close to me, and they were very worried about cancel culture. And I'm like, you live in Guttenberg, Iowa. Who's coming for you to cancel you?
Yeah.
Like, even if you're a big public figure,
you know what, though?
You can walk through the canceling by not addressing it and carrying on with your life.
I don't know, though. I think in a small town, it might even be worse if word gets out that, I don't know, the dude that owns this restaurant's a pedophile.
Dude, okay.
Your whole fucking restaurant's not going to have any business.
That's unacceptable. There are lines that society can draw. Okay. But if they find out that dude wears a mega hat, it's not the same thing. You know what I mean?
It could be political too, yeah.
It's not the same. Like, definitely nobody would care in that town. Or if it came out that dude, like, supports, I don't know, what's the opposite of a mega hat? It doesn't matter. All I'm saying is, like, unless you do something actually offensive, nobody's coming for you.
The opposite of a mega hat is a person that doesn't want any fucking trouble at all. Just like, chill the fuck out, dude.
Yeah, smoke this.
Yeah, dude. What?
The thing is it's just like, you watch people, like, I don't know, since you keep bringing up Trump is the greatest example of someone who has been canceled endlessly, but has never been canceled, period. You know what I mean? He just moves right through it. He never has canceled himself. He's lost his Twitter account, and the dude is as popular as ever. You can't cancel people. You can only cancel yourself.
Here's an interesting story I don't know if you know about. There's a UFC fighter named Colby Covington. Ever heard of him?
No.
Okay. Top 5 fighter in the UFC at middleweight, I believe. The guy went like 13-1 or 13-0 or something. Won a dozen fights in the UFC. Was about to fight the number 2 or 3 guy, and the UFC told him, like, after this fight, like, win or lose, we're probably just gonna cut you anyways. You're not really selling that many tickets. We don't really like your fighting style. You're just not really making any money for us, so we're probably just going to cut you. And this guy has been winning, and they're telling him this, like, you don't like my fucking style?
Right.
So he did a complete 180, and he's like, I need to get these fuckers' attention. So when he beat the guy that was ranked, 2 or 3, I was just telling you about, and that guy was a Brazilian, and he beat him in Brazil. And at the end of the fight, he went out and said, look what I just did to your Brazilian. I just came to your filthy country and mopped his ass with him.
Oh my God.
Dude just starts just trash talking anybody that's Brazilian in their country. And what happened was,
I have heard about this. I think.
I bet you probably have. I'll show you later, but from that, you look at his, like, internet feed on Google, it was just nothing. And then when that happened, boom, everybody's looking him up on Google. And he took that and went and became a Trumpster. And he wears the MAGA hat. and he totally just became a Trump and just makes fun of people and acts like a chauvinist and hangs out with women and calls you, you know, a little bitch boy and just completely just stole Trump's thing. 100%.
Right.
And he'll, and like in candid interviews, he'll talk about it. You know, like, yeah, here's what happened. I fucking was in the UFC and I won a dozen fights and they were going to cut me. And I was like, I just kind of had to completely change my persona and turn into this character just to not only save my career, but then to make money. Like now he's selling out fucking.
That's one thing I like to do on this channel is like, we do these videos on certain people and it's less about making fun of them specifically. It's more about making fun of their grift. Like, because there's no way the alien chick believes that she is literally an alien, but she has things to sell. She has a music career she's trying to launch. She was
an alien, but
she's definitely an alien.
I'm very confused.
But
right now.
That's what I like. I like to like dive into like why someone is doing the thing they're doing.
They got
the answer is always money.
What's your shtick?
Right.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly why he was going to lose his career, and he I mean, more power to him. You know what I mean? I at first I was a huge hater, and the funny thing was I didn't really hardly know about him until he started trash talking. You know, and now I know about him, and if I didn't know a lot about the UFC, I would probably just assume he's just a MAGA hat wearing, you know, doucher.
I think that I don't think like this says anything specific, but I think that when you take the extreme of something, let's say you go extreme left or you go like mega right, choosing a lane like that gives you access to a huge people who you can grift off of. Like this guy is saying like, I had to do something and this is what I did. And the truth is that that's everyone who's extreme one way or the other. Like they're doing this to make money off you guys.
Right.
And everyone's eating it up.
It's
like the greatest way to scam people.
We should just be solving the issues. We shouldn't be deciding what side you're on first.
That's not fun. That's not fun.
We're getting too crazy. We're getting into politics now, man.
Yeah, we're not.
This is not a political channel.
This is not a political channel.
Do you have a Netflix account or no?
I don't think the world is fucked.
Do you have a Netflix account or no?
This country? Yeah, I have a Netflix account.
A movie just came out. It's called Don't Look Up. Have you heard of this movie yet?
No.
It's got Leonardo DiCaprio.
Okay, I've seen it in top 10.
Yeah,
I've seen the
Jonah
picture.
Hill, the chick from Hunger Games, I think. I don't know. I might have fucked that up. Anyways, interesting movie because it basically has these astronomers that spot a comet and they do the calculations and find out it's heading right to Earth and it's going to kill us all. And so then they have to try to get that information out to the world.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So
and half of them believe and half of them don't? Like that type of thing?
It gets to that, man.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm watching that movie right
very
now.
Interesting. And not only that, but like they get to like the White House finally, and then the White House just blows them off because they think it's some other bullshit. And then the White House like gets their own Ivy League people to get into it, and then they find out it's real. So they bring them back, and then they turn these people into PR people. You got to get the information out in a polite way, you know, because you can't just say, well, the world's going to end, because now it's just going to be chaos, you know. So how do you know, it has to sound like we have a plan, basically, like here's what we're going to do, even though the plan might not work.
Even though the plan doesn't exist.
And then it gets really, I don't want to spoil too much, man, but then it gets even crazier because it has like them trying to work with the White House, and then it has like these dudes who are like the rich, and they're like pretty much, they pretty much make it seem like they're controlling what's going on in the fucking White House too. And the rich guy ends up saying, the comet has $50 trillion worth of precious minerals, so we're going to try to blow it up instead of pushing its direct trajectory off. So then it turns into like greed. You know what I mean? I'm not going to tell you how it ends or anything like that, but you'll definitely like it, man, because it goes into like the reason that it's called Don't Look Up is because the they kind of framed it to the red and blue people.
Okay.
The government,
a division of some sort.
Yeah. And the people that are the red, the Democrats are like, don't look up. These people are lying to you. It's just a conspiracy. They want you to be in fear.
The red Democrats?
What was I saying?
You said red Democrats. I assume you meant
Republicans.
Republicans.
Sorry, the red Republicans. Sorry. I keep thinking I don't want to say MAGA hat over and over again, but they put the MAGA hats in there again. I was like, I'm trying to get off. I don't want to say. I don't want. I'm trying to get off of Trump, but that threw me off. Anyways, those people are the ones that were like, they wrote them out as, this is a conspiracy. They want to steal your freedoms. Don't look up. It's just there's not a fucking comet coming to kill us, until like the comet's like so close, people start seeing it, Yeah, it's a good movie, man. I'm gonna keep fucking talking and spoiling. I just watched it last night, but
I'll check that out.
There's also a really funny clip on YouTube of the stars, like DiCaprio and the other ones. Jonah's on the end, and Leonardo DiCaprio's talking about the movie, and then you just hear this blatant like fart noise go off, and then Leonardo's like, "All right, let's get this out in the air." Jonah's got a fart machine. He keeps putting it off on everybody. I cracked up so hard. I mean, I would love to. Can you imagine being like Jonah Hill and he has to go through all these stupid interviews about the movie? And that's what I would do, man. I'd just be fucking trying to prank people the whole time.
That's excellent.
Especially Leonardo DiCaprio. Like he's trying to. Like, I would imagine normally Leonardo would get pissed off, but like Jonah must have a good relationship with him. Like, you're not gonna fuck with me, dude.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's funny.
They maybe we'll just end it after this because this is whatever. But they did Wolf of Wall Street together, right?
Yeah.
Did you know that Leo actually punched Jonah Hill in that scene?
Really?
Scorsese was like, I want this to be as real as possible. Like, Leonardo. Can you take the hit? And they agreed. Jonah agreed to get punched in the face. Leo agreed to hit him, and he fucking decked him in the face.
I'm gonna have to watch that scene again, but
we'll watch it after this.
Leonardo DiCaprio is he really gets involved in his shit, man. Like, he is a committed actor. That Wolf of Wall Street movie, the actual wolf, what's his name? I can't even fucking remember.
Jordan Belfort.
Jordan Belfort, yeah.
He has a TikTok.
I know. I watch it all the time. I love it, by the way. Very good. But that's how I learned about this, because they asked about, like, was Leonardo, did he play you well and all this? And he said, Leonardo came to live with him for a month.
Wow.
And just to hear how he talks and that's how committed that fucker is, dude. Like,
that's crazy.
Lived with Belfort for a while just to fucking learn about the dude.
Hell yeah.
I know. Now I'm a fanboy, I guess.
That's funny.
DiCaprio fanboy.
All right, well, this is now a Leo fan club. Everybody.
Can you put Leo's face right here?
Yes, I'll grant you that. Fine, we'll put Leo's face there. Well, thanks for watching. Comment, like, sub, all that stuff. Helps us out. It's been a fun one.
It's good, man. This channel's coming together. The fans are coming. Now we just need to figure out what to call you guys. Let us know.
Yeah, name yourselves. All right, goodbye.